Everything's always about the dream. Always about the dream. I was 28 years old. I'd already done 6 years in corporate America. And a guy stopped me in the locker room and asked me, do I know anyone who'd like to make an extra $50, $100 a month? He didn't talk about getting rich. He didn't talk about getting wealthy. He didn't even talk about freedom. So you don't have to oversell this thing. You know, the average person would love to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. So we're talking about putting millions of people in carry bars. Now we're talking about 20, 30, 40 million people in carry bars. We're not talking about everybody become a multi-billionaire. You can, if you want to pay that price. I hear people all the time say, I want to be a billionaire. Well, okay. No problem. I want to be a multi-millionaire. Well, you can. Okay. But it's going to require you cutting off the television. It's going to require you missing some football games, some basketball games. It's going to require some sacrifice on the part that only you know if you're willing to make. So I like keeping it simple. That guy asked me, do I know anybody like to make an extra $50, $100 a month? I said, yes, me. I didn't know what he was talking about, and I got excited. I got a little bit excited. I got a twinge of hope. There I was 6 years in corporate America. I mean, I'm 20 years old. Had my own home, 4 cars in the driveway, pool in the backyard. My wife was a flight attendant, so I could fly anywhere in the world pretty much for free or for peanuts. Okay, I had all the cars I wanted to drive, didn't buy insurance, didn't put gas in them. The company fed me 5, 6 nights a week. I'm living on a company expense report. I mean, I live a lifestyle people dream about. Wore my shirt and tie to work, my briefcase. I look good, status good, but as far as I was concerned, I was still broke. Not broke compared to my next door neighbor. Not broke compared to the guys in my neighborhood. Just broke compared to people who had some real money. That makes sense. Just like one of my nephews one day asked me, Uncle Tyrone, people in the family say you're rich. I said, well, compared to you, I'm rich. You don't have any money. But compared to Oprah, Uncle Tyrone broke. Okay, so it's a relative term. Money is relative. And money is not to do all to say all. Okay, because when you have some serious health issues going on that money can't solve, you realize how unimportant money is. But I tell you what, I got started. And I'll never forget that first meeting I was sitting there, Mr. Williams, Miss Abram. I'll never forget it. I'm sitting at first meeting on about 200 people in that room, maybe 180, 200 people. And that guy was talking about homes and cars. He was talking about all these material things you could have. And I'm sitting saying, man, I got 4 cars in the driveway now. I got 2 Lincolns in the driveway, a Ford Mustang and a Grand Marquis, 2 company cars and 2 I own. I was just sitting there, didn't mean anything to me. But all of a sudden he started talking about something that meant something. He said, have you ever thought about being free? Now, as far as I was concerned, I thought I was free. I mean, he talking about the height of ignorance. I thought I was free. He said, ever thought, no, I mean really free. I said, man, I'm free right now. He said, I know that some of you are sitting there thinking you're free. He said, if you think you're free, don't show up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and by Thursday, you'll be free. And when he said that, it hit me. I was not free. He said, freedom is when you throw away the alarm clock and you sleep to the crack of noon. Freedom is when you wake up in the morning and do what you want to do with your life. Freedom is when you go to that golf course on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and play golf when everybody else is at the office. Freedom is when you go fishing on Tuesday, Wednesday. Freedom is when you stroll in the movies with your kid on a Wednesday afternoon and there's nobody in the movie theater but you and your child because everybody else is at work. Freedom is when all the fathers at work and you're the only father at the Little League baseball game with your kid or your grandkids. Man, he started painting that picture for freedom, guys. And I never forget, I sit up in my chair. I said, wait a minute, what's this freedom thing you're talking about? Okay. And it blew my mind. He asked a simple question. What's retirement age? Everybody started yelling out numbers. 65, 75. So see how we've been conditioned? Retirement doesn't have anything to do with age. Retirement has everything in the world to do with money. This couple speaking from the stage were 32 years old. He and his wife were both retired. 2 brand new Cadillacs in their driveway, owned their brand new home. And they were both retired at 32 years old. I said, oh my God, I got to get this freedom thing. Okay. And I didn't know. I know how long it's going to take me to get free. Some of you right now today, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get free. You want to be free, I know you can taste it. I see Dante Taylor, he can taste it, man. He can taste it. I can hear it in his voice. He can take that people want, he can taste this freedom thing. They want it. But you're willing to pay the price to get it. When I saw it, I was willing to pay the price. Man, before then, I was I knew every television program that came out. I was a walking TV guide. You could call me and say, what time this show come on, Tyrone? I didn't have to put out the news, but I could tell you what time it came out. I was a walking TV guide. Okay? I spent the weekend watching football like everybody else. But when I saw freedom, when I saw that freedom thing, when I was sold that dream of freedom, man, I shut it all down. I said, I'm going to freedom. And at 32 years old, I was able to, my wife and she was able to walk away from a job she'd been on for 8 years as a flight attendant for U.S. Air. And she walked, yes, we gave up the flying privilege. Yes, we gave the benefits. Yes, we gave up the stock options, gave it all up. Okay, why? So I had a kid, and he didn't even know his mama. He'd come home, and she'd go to reach for him, and he'd run. Because she's flying, and she didn't know him, and he didn't know her. Okay, it was breaking her heart. I said, quit. And she walked away at 32 years old. My son don't even remember. He's 32 right now. He don't ever remember his mother having a job. It took me 8 more years. I didn't retire till I was 40 years old. I'm telling you, I'd do it all over again. It took me 20 to walk into a job you've had for 10 years. 18 years in corporate America and say, I'm out, and never look back. That was July 14th. July 14th. That's tomorrow. That'll be 22 years. Freedom. What it's all about.
Morning, 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 morning.
Good morning, buddy. Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
What's up?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome. I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Trey Muhammad. This is the Believer's Huddle. You heard the opening of personal development, personal growth with Mr. Bob Proctor. How to make your annual income, your monthly income. We could even truncate it into that. How about making it your daily? Oh, well, it's all about the dream. Okay, the Believer's Huddle occurs every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, the United States time zone. The meeting ID and passcode is on the screen, folks, because if you find value in anything that we do, chances are you know people who will also find value. So we encourage you to share with everyone you know, like, and love. Secondly, this is a very special week in this holiday season. This is Team Believe Opportunity Week. We're thrilled to announce 5 days of business ventures to grow and improve income experiences. All are invited. Today, we're looking at Bancus, and we'll be joined shortly by the president of Bancus, Mr. Arends. But first, we need to move on to the proverbial wisdoms of the one and only Pastor Pamela Dixon. Pastor Pam, are you available this morning?
Good morning, brother Eric. Good morning, fam. Yes, I am here and available. Today is the 23rd of December.
Wow.
Was right. And this is not my scripture, but I'm going to say it anyway. Proverbs 23:7 says, Part A, for as a man thinketh, so is he. Okay, we always say that. That's where it's located at, okay? Proverbs 23:7a. My scripture is going to be 4 and 5 today. 4 and 5, and I'm going to read it out of both. It says, verse 4, labor not to be rich. Cease from thy own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. Now, the Amplified Classic read this way. Worry not yourself to be rich. Cease from your own human wisdom. Will you set your eyes upon wealth when suddenly it is gone? For riches certainly make themselves wings like an eagle that flies towards heaven. In other words, don't get caught up in terms of job after job, labor, and trying to become rich. It's only one of you in the day, the way our economy is set up, 2 or 3 people in the household working, still you will not be rich. So labor not yourself to be rich. Seek from thy own wisdom. Get before God. Ask the Lord what it is, your purpose, his plan for your life, and then do that. Okay, make sure that your motive is right. Make sure that the reason that you want these riches is right. There's nothing wrong with being rich. There's nothing wrong with being wealthy. If you go back, you got Abraham was very rich. We have Isaac. We have different exit Jacob. All of them were rich. God wants us to be wealthy, but it's not just for us. It's for us to be able to help somebody else out. It's for us. And it comes down to it, basically, your soul, it's really your eternal life, really. That's first and foremost. Because the Bible talked about the rich fool and who had all this money. He built his barns because he had so much. But yeah, his life was called upon him that night, so it didn't do him any good. He said, let me build me some bigger barns. And Lord said, you fool. Yeah, tonight your life is going to be required of you. We got the rich ruler who went to Jesus, asked him, what must I do? He was doing everything. Well, and he said, go sell all that you have and come and follow me. And he went away sad. The riches had him. He didn't have the riches. They had him. And he couldn't let go of it. So we have to be sensitive to what God is having us to get these riches for. It's not just for us. It's to be able to help the poor. It's to be able to win souls. It's to be able to take and be a giver and helping others. And as we take and give, it's giving back to us. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So we want the riches. We want the wealth. God wants us to have it. He wants us to have this abundant life. But we got to make sure our motives is right. If his motive is not right, like he said, it'll fly away. You won't have it. And having multiple streams of incomes is a blessing. God wants us to have multiple streams of income. So the more that we have, the more we can take and spend time doing what he will have us to do. His purpose for our lives is having the income, the provision for the vision that he has given to us to carry out. He give you a vision, he gonna give you the provision. But the only way you're gonna be able to get that is to get before him, get in his presence and ask him and have him show you how to do it. And the multiple streams of incomes will be there for you. So thank you for allowing me to share this morning.
Folks, thank you for sharing. Y'all give it up to Pastor Pamela Dixon, please. Thank you, Pastor Pam.
Thank you, Pastor Pam. Good share. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Pastor Pam.
Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing.
Pastor. Amen.
All right. Amen.
Now, folks, as a wealth builder, we provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and to build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up. We know this is a noble cause. Today, we're blessed in Opportunity Week to be with someone who's not a stranger to some of us, many of us really. He's a tremendous leader. He's a great confidant. He's a great friend to me and to many in our community. Many of you know him from, I don't know, maybe a good dozen years now from our experiences way back with gold and on the way up. I want to introduce to some and present to others the president of Bancus, Mr. Al Arends, and he's going to have this conversation with us, showing us what we have and the potential of it. Of course, it's all about a decision, right? We're not in the decision-making business. We just simply, convincing business. We just simply share and allow you to make informed decisions. He has grown a tremendous team. He is responsible for more than 60,000 people in the opportunity as we speak. And we couldn't be more excited by bringing a resource for information so you can foster informed decisions. So I'm going to ask you all to unmute and welcome Mr. Al Arends, president of Bancus. Great day to you, brother Al.
Well, thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Al.
Welcome, Mr. Al.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Welcome, Mr. Al.
welcome,
All right, sir.
Mr.
Bienvenidos.
Welcome, Mr. Al.
Bienvenidos. Bonjour. Hola. Well, first of all, I want to thank Mr. Eric for inviting me here. It's an honor, and I'm always thankful and grateful to be able to share the message. You know, Mr. Eric here is a humble servant leader, of course, and he has done amazing things in Bancus in just a short amount of time. He has become one of our top leaders in the company. He's been recognized recently, and I'm just so grateful to have him involved with Bancus, and those of you that are in Bancus as well. So today I would just like to share a few moments with you and some information. I'm not here to sell you, persuade you, convince you. We're just here to share the message. Maybe you've been in the digital economy for a bit. Maybe you're new. Either way, we have something for you. You know, I've been in the digital space a few years, long enough to have lost money, long enough to have had some scams, long enough to have what they call a rug pull when you show up and everything's gone. So I've been there, done that. Maybe you have too. And I learned in the process. I believe we're all learning, learn to earn, and continue to learn. So we have found a solution, in my opinion. Okay, and today is just my opinion, my philosophy, if you will. And we found a solution with this card, the Bancus card. Now, I'd like to just share a few moments with you about when I came to Bancus and why I came to Bancus. My background is I've been in banking for years, been running companies for years, been in network marketing for years, but I really was not looking for anything else but a solution. So I was referred to Mr. Alejandro Castro, who's the founder and CEO of Bancus. And what impressed me the most, ladies and gentlemen, was not his accolades, being written up in Forbes magazine, running a company for 10 years in AI and blockchain and smart contracts. But what impressed me the most was his vision. He said to me, "We want to democratize cryptocurrency around the world." I thought that was an incredible vision to help people in all over the world. As that great video that Mr. Eric shared with us, Bob Proctor, who's amazing, said the world is getting smaller through technology. And when I came across Bancus, Mr. Alejandro Castro explained to me the company's based in Mexico City, has offices in Panama and El Salvador and Costa Rica and Spain, and they've had dominance in the Latin American market. So I naturally thought Bancus must be a Spanish term because I do not speak Spanish, I speak Spanglish. So having said that, I asked him, what does Bancus mean? And he said, it's the bank of us, bank us. Again, I was impressed not only by the vision, but by being able to serve the masses. And, I agree with multiple streams of income. I also learned from one of my mentors, if you serve the masses, you'll eat with the classes. It's about servant leadership. Service is below you, leadership is beyond you. And Mr. Eric here is an incredible example of servant leadership. Service to many leads to greatness, as Zig Ziglar said. So having said that, this solution to me is why I joined Bancus along with the vision, because I believe everybody needs to learn about this solution. One of the biggest questions I had when I joined crypto was, all this technology is great. I am not a technology person. I'm more of a high touch and low tech type of person. So I was looking for, well, how do you use all this great cryptocurrency technology? Because as I was a day trader many years ago, and I've been in investments for 40 years, I came to learn you have to have an exit strategy. You always need to know when to and when not to. And sometimes play with the house money. So I wanted to look for a solution that I could off-ramp my funds in a simple way. And that's what I look for, is simplicity. I have a secret to success formula, and starts with simplicity and sustainability and support and a solution, and all that adds up to success, in my opinion. And I believe we're building that in Bancus. We're not perfect. We're just Bancus better, working to get better every day. And we're transparent, Well, with the DeFi market and the fintech companies, transparency is number one. So we're transparent about everything. And we've grown now over 104 countries in just the last 6 months, over 60,000 users, opening countries around the world. Been blessed to say that In the past, I've run business in over 25 countries. Now we're over 47 countries. And why? Because I believe people are looking for a solution. And that's what we have. So let me just share a little about this card. And if you're interested, there'll be an announcement later that you can attend a special Zoom. But this card, what it does for us, it gives us financial freedom, in my opinion. It gives you freedom that you can use this card anywhere, anytime as a Visa card. But it's not a normal Visa card. What we've been able to do through the technology is convert your cryptocurrency to fiat. We all know fiat currency is depreciating all over the world. And crypto is an appreciating asset, as Robert Kiyosaki talks about. So we're able to take our crypto, USDT or USDC, and transfer it to Bancus, and through the technology and the brilliance of Bancus, be able to convert that in a regulated process that you don't have to do. That's what I like. See, I have a simple mind. I want to keep things simple. All you need to do is transfer your funds, and we have videos to do that and training to do that and leaders like Mr. Eric here to help you do that. And once you transfer it to Bancus, you load this card. We say it's not a wallet, it's not an exchange, it's a global payment system. So you can load this card to use your card as a Visa anywhere Visa is accepted. You know, when you go to the store, when you go to the market, when you go get gasoline, your everyday activities. That's what I really like about it, because I don't know about you, but there are people all over the world that need an extra $500 a month. You know, the average person today, if they had $500 extra a month, their life would change. No stress. So what this allows us to do is to use those multiple streams of income that you heard earlier, transfer it to Bancus and use it. Load your card to use your card. Now, there's some other amazing benefits with that. For example, you can load this card up to $50,000. Significant. Not only use it as a Visa, but you can go to an ATM and insert. I was just in Mexico City at our corporate office. Insert the card into an ATM and out came pesos. No more currency exchange. I was so happy, Mr. Eric, because I've traveled all over the world, and every time I come home with currency I can't use. And I put it in a cigar box. I got all types of currency in there. I was in countries I don't even remember. But now I just use this as an ATM. Now, the other amazing thing is there's no fee from Bancus to do that. No, there's no fee to use this card on a monthly basis, no subscription fee, no transaction fee. The ATM will charge you a fee. The bank, I go to BMO, they charge 3%, Wells Fargo 5%. It's well worth that investment because I have access to my funds. And you learn in life, there's always a cost of doing business. And that's normal. You know, so I accept a 3% or 4 or 5% because I can use my funds. Now, also with the Visa card, there is one other fee. When you load the card, there's a fee to do that. It's the only fee that Bancus charges, 4%. So when I put $100 on here, it's $4. And $3 of that goes to Bancus because we need to keep Bancus solvent, in my opinion. I want to use this card for a long, long time. And then the other dollar goes to our referral program that you can learn about at our Zoom, where you actually get paid to help people. Isn't that amazing? That's why I got in this industry 20 years ago, helping people and getting paid to do it. What a concept. So we have a Visa card. We can access ATMs. There's another special feature that I really like, because here in the United States, where I'm located, of course, we have people from all over the world here. And I'm in Chicago. It's a melting pot. We have people who are from Mexico and Europe and India and Pakistan and everywhere. And they have family back home. And most of them send money home to take care of their family. That's why they came to this country, to have a better life like my ancestors and maybe yours. So what they can do with Bancus is register for free. Yeah, you can register for free today. Today. And when you register for free, you don't even need to order a card to be able to send funds to another registered person. Think about it. So if you have family members somewhere else, they can register for free. You'll register for free, and you can send them USDT right to their Bancus account with no fee. Isn't that incredible? No more MoneyGram, no more Western Union, no more bank wire transfers that have high fees and want all your information. Yeah, maybe your blood type. And then you can decide you want to order the card, and I certainly will. And we got a special going right now. If you order this metal card, you're going to get a digital card for free. That's worth about $25 in itself. The metal card is $85 and $10 for shipping. But you can order your card, and January 1st, a digital card is going to be available where you'll be able to just have a digital card in your phone that's Google app approved, and in February, be Apple Pay approved. For all you technical people that like to use your phones everywhere and tap and do all that other fancy stuff. I don't do that. I use the card, but I'm old school. So having said that, we have some incredible benefits here. I believe a solution. We have an incredible referral program that will pay you to help people. And that is a blessing, and you can have business here, there, and everywhere. I always say build local and grow global. Build local and grow global. You know, now we're doing Zooms in India and Malaysia, and we're doing Zooms in Africa, and it's just a blessing. It's really a blessing. So Bancus, I believe, is an amazing tool. If you just want to get the card and use the card, God bless you. It's fine. If you want to build passive residual income, because not only we get paid when people buy the card, but you get paid when people load this card. When they actually load it to use it. Think about it. Now, I gotta shout out to Mr. Eric here because he's done amazing. And I gotta brag a little bit because he won't. But Mr. Eric here, when he saw this solution, he got busy. He got busy. He knew he could help a lot of people. And he told me he was calling 100 people a day, and I don't doubt it. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if you treat it like a hobby, you'll get paid like a hobby. I golf. I love golf. Golf doesn't pay me. I have to pay to play golf. But this is a business. And I say you're not in business unless a business is in you. You have to have that belief. You have to have that passion to help and serve people. And so Mr. Eric got very busy. He was calling 100 people a day. I have no doubt he was. And he has now, I believe, last count, over 140 people personally that he has helped. Now, what's important about that, not only has he gotten paid every single time, real time, right into his Bancus account that he can put on his Visa card and use, or he can go to an ATM and take it out. But he's also positioned himself in a network of not only 140 people, but now thousands of payment points, I call them, all over the country and now all over the world, where he's going to get paid every time those people load the card to use a card, what we call passive residual income. I love passive residual income. You can get paid anytime, anywhere. You can be on a holiday, a vacation. You can be on a boat. You can be anywhere, and you're getting paid morning, noon, and night because we're all over the world in 104 countries. So I believe that's an example, and he's a leader. And if I were you, I would just follow the leader. Very simple. You know, this industry is not rocket science. We have a system. If you work the system system works for you, ladies and gentlemen. But it is work, no doubt about it. It takes some time and effort. But I learned from Mr. Eric Worre, one of my mentors, that you can't manage time. Time just keeps ticking. You can only manage your activities. And that's a decision. Every day you make a decision. And I make the decision, will this help my business or hurt my business? It's very simple. And we share this. And so we have a system to do that. Mr. Eric is well qualified and trained to share that with you. And we have trainings, of course, Mr. Eric does with one of our other leaders, Mr. Fred Moore, who I've known for 10 years. We've traveled around the world. They do trainings, which is awesome. As well as we have business building workshops that we do. There's videos, of course. And my role in Bancus is to help structure and organize so everybody can have success, so everybody can win. That's the goal. You can achieve the success you desire, whatever that is. If it's simply using the card because of all your other projects and programs so you can access your funds, God bless you. It's success for you. And someone else is getting paid. And also, if you want to help other people, if you have a passion, in spirit to help and serve, this to me is a solution. And if people do not understand crypto, in fact, in the US, 53 million people today use crypto. It's growing. 7 countries around the world have declared it their national currency. I've been to Honduras, Belize. Also, there's Panama, Costa Rica. In fact, El Salvador just created their first Bitcoin bank. JP Morgan, Bank of America just announced they're using crypto. So if you're not in crypto, whether your age is 11 or 90, I believe you need to learn. As Mr. Bob Proctor said, learning. It's all about learning. They say knowledge is power, but I say applied knowledge is powerful. So I encourage you to learn. Learn about Bancus, decide, and don't wait. When I say we get paid not now, but right now money, don't wait, ladies and gentlemen. Make that decision and register for free. And Mr. Eric here is doing presentations that you can join on this Zoom channel. We have other presentations as well and trainings. And all I do is encourage you. I highly encourage you, strongly encourage you to come and listen and learn and join Bancus as we are building all over the world a community of like-minded people, a community that, thanks to leaders like Mr. Eric, a culture where we come together. In fact, we're going to have our very first World Tour Bancus event we're targeting in March. Okay, it hasn't been officially announced, but I'm going to give you all a heads up in Atlanta, Georgia. And why Atlanta? Well, I've been in Atlanta with Mr. Ty Best and Mr. Eric here a dozen times. It's a great area, location, airport, venues, facilities, but most importantly, because we look for the fire. Where's a fire burning? And right now, Mr. Eric here and that Team Believe has been burning bright. And we want to come throw some gasoline on it. And we encourage all of you to be there. All of you to be there. We're going to have the founders there. We're going to have a presentation. We're going to have trainings. We're going to have recognition. We're going to have awards. There's some surprises. One of the surprises here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run a little challenge, is this gold card. I know Mr. Eric looks at this gold card. I think he wants this gold card. I think this is the only one in the company right now. There might be 2 that I was able to receive to share with you. And a silver card. So we're going to have a little challenge here soon for the members. So I'm going to encourage all of you to come to that next Zoom. Mr. Eric will give you the details. Make that decision. Join this movement because it is a movement. We will have 1 million people here. We will have 1 million people here. No doubt about it. At our rate right now, people joining and using the card and learning and earning, we'll have 1 million members plus. And you can be one of the first. In fact, you're one of the first to learn about this at the moment in your state or your country. Think about it. For your community. Also, I will say, Mr. Eric, before I turn it back to you, sir, we're coming out with a private brand program for your church, for your community, for your small business, medium-sized business, or large business. where you'll be able to brand these cards. Think about it. You'll be able to pay your people if you choose with crypto, because we have a payment system program. We also have another program that's more customizable and solution oriented, where you could raise money for your church. Think about it, or your community, or your cause. We're also developing Bank Cares. Bancus Cares, which is a program where we're going to be giving back to the communities and doing it in a local grassroots effort. For example, in Africa, a water project for the community, or building or infrastructure in some part of the world. So we're going to be releasing that very soon, amongst other programs, at our next launch, Zoom, in January, that I encourage you not to miss out. Don't miss out. So at this time, I want to thank Mr. Eric here for the opportunity to share this message with you today. And I heard Pastor Pamela speak about eagles. And I've used the eagle as a symbol for many, many years, as Mr. Eric knows. In fact, I have my little eagle pin for you. And I use eagles. And the reason being is they have the best vision of any species. They fly high. They dare to soar. You're no chicken, ladies and gentlemen. You wouldn't be here if you're a chicken. You're an eagle. And you're here today, every day, which is amazing. Your commitment to your investing in yourself for your family's future, and your faith and your spirituality. So I have a little saying I'd like to leave with you about eagles from Isaiah, the good book I read. It says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." So I want to wish you all a blessed, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and holiday. And we are going to have an amazing 2026, an epic year with Bancus. And I encourage you to join us so we can fly together to freedom with Bancus in 2026 and beyond. Thank you, Mr. Eric, for the opportunity.
Man, y'all give it up for Brother Al Arends, President Arends, Bancus Card International.
Thank you, Brother Al. Thank you.
That was
Thank
powerful.
you,
Thanks so
Brother
much,
Al. We're
y'all.
going to fly together to freedom
Yes, the eagle
financially.
is mine
Thank you.
also.
All praise is due to Allah, brother Al.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Brother Al.
Absolutely. Folks, the floor is open in just a moment for any questions that you might have for Mr. Al, or comments you want to make, or testimonies you want to give in relation to the card. I want to first direct you to the chat. In the chat, the most recent post is the conversation presentation that Mr. Al does in detail twice today on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, as well as 8 p.m. Eastern. That information is in the chat along with the password. So make yourselves available, be inspired. And if you found any value in what was shared in this presentation this morning, you will not be able to wait for the 2 p.m. presentation. Thank you, Pastor Pam. Isaiah 40, verse 31 is what Brother Al gave us. Thank you, Pastor Pam. And so I'm gonna ask you to pay attention to that announcement. Make sure you copy it, get the link, do all that you have to do to be there, and encourage others to be there if you find favor on it. So I'm going to read through these really quick for you that are in the chat, and then we'll go to your questions. Okay. How to turn your yearly income into your monthly income from Bob Proctor. That was a segment from the Law of Compensation. That link is in the chat. Join our Team Believe Telegram group for news and updates. That is also there in the chat. We encourage the support of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, showing the gratitude for his 71 years of service and our Savior's Day gift. And that, friends, is also in the chat. And our HNO coin, which is in pre-launch now. You can register with the link there in the chat. or you can just simply go to the hnocoin.com to learn more details. It's the first crypto energy backed cryptocurrency. All right. And then, of course, the 2026 Power of Three registration is open. Workbooks are being distributed as paid registrations come in. It's only $3. The Power of Three, folks. So that's $1 per day. January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It'll be from 3 to 5 p.m. on a dedicated Zoom link for those presentations. And again, the workbooks are released to everyone who has paid. You can pay through Mosca if you're a member of Mosca, or you can simply click the link in the chat. When you click that link, it will take you to a page where you provide your name, email address, and then it opens up the Wealth Minister's email. And you just send directly the number 3 in the subject matter or body. Just put the number 3 and your name, and you will receive all the details on the payment options. And then once you've paid, you receive the workbook. And again, it's January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That information is in the chat. Let's get to any questions you might have for President Arends, or any comments you may have for him or the Bankers Opportunity. The floor is open. You can raise your hand in
Yes,
the
sir.
chat.
There.
Hey, Brother Tony, you said, I ain't gonna raise my hand. What's up, brother?
Yes, sir, beloved. I just wanted to find out. I really enjoyed that presentation. I did get an opportunity to purchase the card, but I don't know how to load it or how to use it. You know, so
Join
I
us
need to
today at
find
2
out.
o'clock. Join us
Today
today
at
at
2
2 o'clock
o'clock?
Eastern. 2 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
I might hit you up first.
Yeah.
I might call you first.
Mr. Tony, if I
All right.
may, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Bancus. And
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mr. Eric here has all the information you need. And as Mr. Eric said on our presentation, we actually demonstrate the app because it's simple. It's simple enough, ladies and gentlemen. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So welcome, Tony.
Sister Tahira, great morning to you, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning.
Walaikum salam.
Mr. Arends, great presentation, and Bancus is doing a lot of exciting things. I have purchased the metal card and looking forward to the digital card. I mean, that's exciting. But a question that keeps gnawing at me, and I just can't let it go. So I believe Bancus says they are decentralized, but Visa, by design, I believe, is centralized. And I just want to understand, how can bankers, being based on Visa cards, how they are decentralized, and are they truly decentralized?
Okay. Well, first of all, congrats. I know you've been on our calls and we welcome you, and glad you've ordered your card, and that digital card will be released in a few days. I'm not technical, but I'll just give you my interpretation. The way it works is that because we're using a exchange in Eastern Europe, a crypto-led exchange, okay, and that basically converts through the process, this brilliant process that Bancus has created. It converts your crypto to fiat. So in essence, what's happening is, in a decentralized space, it's a fintech company utilizing the decentralized DeFi technology. It's in essence just transferring those funds to Visa and utilizing that process into a fiat currency. Just like if you go to the ATM, it will come out in fiat. So the conversion happens not by the individual. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, you do not need what they call a KYC. And in most of these companies, you need a KYC. We do not, because you are not converting your own currency. In fact, you're not buying or selling the cryptocurrency in our process. Bancus, as a company that has all the compliant and permits and registrations, is actually doing this for you. So all you need to do is load the card and use the card. And that's how it's done.
Wow. Thank you so much. That makes sense. Because I was like, how in the world, is that decentralized? But that makes sense. Thank you so much, Mr. Arends, because I was concerned that at some point they were going to ask for our name, address, social security number, KYC. I'm
And blood type. I understand.
Firstborn.
exactly.
Great question. Great
Thank,
question.
thank you. And I do have my metal card. I've had it for some time, but
Outstanding.
yeah. So now I can comfortably invite others to this because of that question. I was like, I got to get an answer. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, before we go to the next hand or comment, it's belated, but happy birthday to Sister Patty Curry. Happy birthday, Patty.
All right. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm a
you.
year older, don't feel it.
Hey, how does it feel to be 16? You're almost legal.
Almost.
I better call John and warn him don't go out with you in public.
Well,
Better
he
check
hears
her,
it.
check her IDs. Check her
Yeah,
ID.
check our ID. That's right. We have a hand from my brother there, and says Brother Eric J. Great morning to you, sir.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. I was doing a lot of listening there, which helps tremendously based off that question that sister just had. So my understanding to with the card, it's that you can only purchase or you can't purchase. You can't purchase with the card only. You can't buy. Well, it's the same thing. Can you buy with the card also? And I'm
Meaning,
thinking what the sister said about, other uses of the card. So can we buy crypto from the card?
that's a
Using the
great
card?
question. That's a great question. See, we're not a wallet or an exchange. We're a global payment system. So we do not buy crypto with Bancus. The whole process is designed, ladies and gentlemen, that if you have crypto being paid from another platform or another program, you
Mm-hmm.
can swap it for USDT or USDC. That's what we use, a stable coin. And then you
Oh,
transfer it to Bancus to load your card to use it. You can use it at an ATM or a Visa card. So
okay.
that's how that works. And it's a great off ramp, if you will.
Okay. Now I totally understand it. Yes, sir.
Does
All
that
right.
make sense, Mr. Eric? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it does. And it's good to see you, Mr. Al, man. I hadn't seen you since back in Atlanta many years ago, and we was with another
Yeah.
organization.
Yes, I remember, sir. And I want to see you again.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you
Yes,
again.
sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get busy. I'm gonna go get this card today. Today.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
Congrats. And then we'll have our
Yes.
event in Atlanta coming up in late January. So look forward to
Late
seeing you.
March.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Mhm. Folks, another way just to simplify matters, this operates like a prepaid debit card.
Mhm. Mhm.
Prepaid debit card. You just deposit your crypto on it, and the conversion is done inside the application. You have to do nothing of it. All you do is load from the application to your card, and it converts to the local currency of the country you're residing in the USDT equivalent. So if I want to purchase $100, or I'd rather withdraw $100 from the ATM in Mexico, like Mr. Al and others might have done in Mexico City recently, then what happens is when you put it in and you withdraw the $100, you're gonna get the USDT equivalent of $100 in pesos. So just imagine the growth and the flexibility it gives your pocket, your wallet, your financial disposition. For an example, if you're dependent on a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly check, right? That is already spent before you even receive it. You already know what it's dedicated to. But when you operate outside of that space with the card, any earnings that you create on that card allows you to stretch your holdings from your normal check. So think about this. In Jamaica, my son, born and raised there, 160 Jamaican dollars equals one US dollar.
Mm. Mm.
If I were to send him, well, he can get his own, but his card, he can withdraw 100 USDT, and that's going to give him, if I'm not mistaken, 16,000 Jamaican. I think he can do something with that. These are the kind of powers that it encourages around the world. And this is why we're so excited over that no fee, use your email, easy email send from member to member. I have family members in Guinea. I have family members in Ghana. I have family members in Nigeria, right? And I'm able to share with them free of charge as long as they have the card. So yeah, Western Union, Telegram, them bad boys are dead in my book because now you don't have those fees. It used to cost me $35 to send $50 home. Understand how powerless you are? How delaying that could be? So think of it as the global payment system that it is. Think about how you traditionally use prepaid debit cards, and the difference here is you're utilizing crypto as cash. Anyone else? I hope that was a good add-on. Anybody else?
One more feature, if I may say, Mr. Eric.
Please.
For those in developing countries, I've worked in Papua New Guinea before, in the Congo and the DNR, and areas that are developing. Bancus offers a very unique benefit, and that is that if a person in those countries, for example, does not, we had a lady, in fact, in Jamaica, who said to us on a testimonial, she did not have the funds to buy a card. She registered for free. She went out and referred people to our Zooms, and she gets paid. We pay out a bonus even if people do not have a card. Why is that? So they can earn their card. And that's what she did. She made enough in bonus in a very short amount of time to buy her card. And now she just told me she has over 100 members in her Bancus community that she is getting paid on. Think about that. What a blessing for areas all over the world, even in the United States, where people may be paycheck to paycheck or struggling. They could just refer people and get paid. And that to me is really what it's all about. So I just want to again thank you for the time. If anybody has another question, feel free. With regards to the Zoom we do this afternoon, it's a business conversation presentation. We do a short overview, take some questions, go into the referral program, take some more questions and testimonials, because we're thankful we have a lot of amazing testimonials. I think Mr. Lorenzo Mohammed has his hand up. Sir, go right ahead.
Go ahead, Zoe. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Peace and blessings, family. Real quick, guys, great presentation that you did. What's the turnaround time on receiving the card?
You're talking about the reception of the card when you order. What's the predictability of its arrival?
Well, it will arrive. I will guarantee that. However, when I first joined Bancus, they had a system designed that I don't feel was logistically the type of system we want. So we brought in a shipping and delivery company recently that handles over 40 countries. They've been in business 10 years. And again, as I said earlier, we're not perfect. We're Bancus better. So things are improving. When I first joined, we were telling people 30 days, or a little longer. But I'm pleased to tell you now, in the United States, for example, we've rolled out this new shipping delivery company with tracking numbers, and the cards are being distributed from Miami. And the timeline now is about 2 weeks in the United States. We've also rolled it out to Western Europe. We've rolled it out now to Canada and the Caribbean. Soon we'll be rolling it out to parts of Asia, Africa, throughout the world, but it's a global footprint. So to answer your question, Mr. Lorenzo, it's something that's been a high priority of mine, working with the COO and the executive team to make sure we're shortening, minimizing that as much as possible. But the other factor is a digital card that will be available by the 1st, you can use immediately. That'll be loaded into your app. You'll be able to use that while you're waiting for the card. And the card's important to get, ladies and gentlemen. Why? as Mr. Eric knows, when you've got this metal card and you ask a server, do you take crypto? And they say no. And you give them this card and say, now you do. And they hold this card. This is metal. And they want to know what this is. You have an opportunity to share your story. Mr. Lorenzo, did that answer your question, sir?
You're muted, Lorenzo. You're muted, Lorenzo.
I don't know why it's doing that. I keep hitting the button. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, yes, it did answer my question. I appreciate your help. Thank you.
Good to see you. I look
Thank
forward
you,
to
brother.
seeing you in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Sister Tahira.
All right, back again. I had another question. With the digital card, it will be a different number and everything than the physical card. I'm trying to figure out what is the benefit of the digital card, because I use my card. It doesn't matter everywhere, online, everywhere.
Okay. Well,
What's the benefit?
I agree. I use the card, but you know, some of these people, the young people, they like to have everything on their phone, and then they just tap the phone. But it will be a different number, so it will not be the same number, I believe.
That's right.
They're coming out with it, but you will have it in your app if and when you want to use it.
I see. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Questions are always good.
Anyone else before we go to closing comments from Brother Al? Floor is open. Well, it has
Hey,
been
Brother
a
Eric.
plum. Go ahead, Brother Melvin. It took you about an hour, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it did. I sure did. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Al. Appreciate it, Eric. Just wanted to stress to people again. A lot of people are home for these holidays, and they're going to be spending money on that MoneyGram and all the other money systems when they could be doing it for free. And as they mentioned, even before you get the card, they can ship the money. But here's the most important thing I think that is very, very important. Get registered immediately. Get the link of the person that referred you. Why? Because when you tell somebody, they may be ready to send money to someone. So they're going to want to register right away also too. So let's take advantage of that too. And a lot of people working for all kind of different programs are having trouble trying to use their crypto, and they want to have something like what we have. Thank you so much, Eric. Back to you.
Great share.
Melvin, that's a great point, Mr. Melvin. Good to see you, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in Atlanta.
What goes on with you, baby? New Orleans.
How you doing, Brother Eric? How
I'm
you
rich, but that's old news.
How you doing, Mr. Allen family? My question is, do these cards expire?
That's a great question. Now, when you do get the card, your name will not be on it because it is again, decentralized, DeFi. So your name will not be on it. In fact, when you receive the card, everyone, it's going to come in a plain envelope because we used to put in a nice package and then customs would rip it apart. So you're going to get a plain envelope with a sticker on it, and the sticker is going to have a 4-digit PIN. Take a photo of that. Do not lose it. If you use this card 3 times with the incorrect PIN, it will be terminated. So make sure you're using the right PIN number. And when you do get the card, there is an activation number on the sticker, but we're changing that. So your activation will actually be the last 6 digits on the card. So as it was just asked by Ms. Rose here, there is an expiration date, okay? And people are going to say, well, what happens when it expires? Well, mine says May 27. I will definitely let you know before 5/27. I guarantee it. Keep in mind, everybody, we're a growing company. You know, we're growing as fast as we can. I'd rather be with a growing company than a dying company. So we have some growing pains, but it's a good question, Miss Rose. But the expiration date, I think, will be handled. It's just marked because Visa has to have an expiration date. That's one of their requirements. So we will have a policy for that. And it wouldn't surprise me, everyone, that if you're using the card, you may not even have to renew the card with any additional fees. Okay, Miss Rose, did that help give you a little clarity for the next year or so?
Absolutely.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. And also, Brother Eric, I'm waiting on that link.
I sent it to you like 4 times, and I
Okay.
believe Nicole said she was joining you. So I'll make sure you get it.
Where did you send it?
Say,
Every time you ask me for it.
No, where?
Oh, you asked me for it through Facebook Messenger.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was looking
Okay.
for it this morning.
Give your
Stay
mama a hug and greetings for me.
Stay
Will
on
do.
top of it, Miss Rose. Stay on top of him.
He does a very good job.
Yes,
It's the first time I ever had to request.
Okay, great. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that's what it's about, everybody. People learn about this, and it's about learning and understanding and then joining.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brother Al, do you have any closing comments for the community before we go our separate ways and head on to the next live streams?
I would just like to thank you again, everybody. I look forward to you joining Bancus. I look forward to meeting you at our event in Atlanta in March. And I want to wish everybody a blessed holiday season, and let's have an incredible new year.
Y'all unmute their mics and love on Brother Al, and make sure y'all love on each other. Okay, give it up for Brother Al Arends, folks, and Bancus.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Brother Al.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too, Brother Eric.
Good job.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. God bless you all.
Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy all that, G, and all the birthday wishes in the month. Happy birthdays to you all as well. Folks, unmute your mics again, love on each other, and I'll see you all on the next live stream. Thank you, Brother Al. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Brother
Brother
Eric. Thank you, Pastor
Eric.
Pam.
Brother
Thanks,
Eric.
Brother
Thank you, everyone.
Al.
Have a
Thanks,
blessed
Happy
day.
everyone. Merry
holidays,
Christmas. Happy
everyone.
holidays.
Peace and
Assalamu
blessings.
alaikum,
Peace and
family.
blessings.
Merry
Take care,
Christmas. Happy
everyone. Love
holidays,
you guys.
everyone. God
Bye-bye.
bless.
Merry